Welcome. One moment. Checking audio. Making sure audio works. Checking audio. Alright, that's good. It works. Works like magic. Alright, now I just have to share this to my social media feeds. One second, guys. Share to my Facebook. Streaming today if you guys want to join. Alright. Now I can actually say it, like, welcome everybody to August 21st. And right now I am going to get back to work on my build. I'm just going to fill my inventory full of spruce. Alright, I'm going to start filming now. Alright, almost died there. Alright, this is my first stream at the job site in New York. Luckily, they actually had internet here, so I'm able to stream. So let's, I'm just gonna keep working at it. Just trying to get some work done. The important stuff is I'm filming for a time lapse at the same time I'm streaming, which means I'm doing two good things for my channel. Filming stuff. I'm just very happy the internet works. It's too, I'm just very happy. This is, we are in Hannibal, New York, and we are at the job site at Demon Acres Haunted House in Hannibal, New York, which is, they're nice people. We're actually sleeping on site, so we're able to get the job done. without actually having to make the client pay for a hotel. So it's good. All right, so far I'm actually finally able to actually see the my phone screen without having to turn away. So far it looks great on my screen. I'm half tempted to actually upload the bottom portion of the screen. Of course, time lapsed. That way, of course, cut out some essential stuff. Like, I do a lot of spinning, as you can see. Go one more time. It may not look like much, but the idea is I film it at certain angles, and I can actually zoom up in post to get my time lapse effect. Yesterday we actually drove 6 hours to get to the next job site. Yep. And now, yep. Right now I could use a bottle of water. Dad.
Okay.
Dad, look at me. Yep. Just waiting patiently. Usually my audience takes a little bit to show up. So, at least from what I can see on my phone screen, it looks good. Welcome to the stream. Just working on my build. The top screen part of the screen is what I'm working on, and the bottom screen is me working on it. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Having a great day? After testing the internet in the new location, Hannibal, New York, finally figured out the internet here is good enough. So, able to actually get some work done. and at the same time stream it so it looks good for you guys. Alright, I'm going to have to go get some torches. It is getting dark. Alright, here's the thing about filming for a time-lapse. Like, the top portion is what's going to be seen when the time-lapse is finished. The idea is I need to light it up so it can be seen at night. Once I start filming, I cannot move my character from its spot. Otherwise, it will not. I'll never have the same stance or the same pose it had last time, which is why I have to work in the dark, looking for the torches. Making sure there's plenty of light. This year I found out that you can use 2-player split screen. It's just in post. You just zoom it up to the top portion and you'll get your time lapse. Once the time lapse is finished, it's going to be fun to work on. Make sure there's plenty of footage for me to make my video. I can only upload I can only record up to 60 minutes at a time. This building, if all factors because I gotta make it as tall as this building right here. And it's not easy to build because you gotta remember where the materials go. I'm just gonna say this, I'm filming at 4K, which means one 60-minute clip, I think, is about 10 gigabytes. Or is it 6 gigabytes? Not really sure. But it just takes up a lot of space on your PS5. I'm going to have to look at that 60-minute clip to see how big it is, so I get the accurate numbers. I work on this 100% alone, and there are always people out there that say they want to help me, but I learned long ago, never, ever depend on others to get stuff done on this server. In a perfect world, I would have a few people chopping down trees while I'm using up all the spruce reserves. But, you know, people want instant gratification these days, which is fine. Because if it wasn't fine, just thinking. At least this internet works. I'm actually happy I'm able to just stream it because going all over the country, a lot of projects me and my dad go to. My dad's an artist, so we travel the country. So a lot of the places, a lot of haunted houses don't need internet. So odds are you go to a job site, you ask if there's internet, and they're like, no. Eh. A lot of the times I had to work without internet and then hope and pray I could actually just upload it later, film the footage and upload it later. At least we're not in the days of dial-up. I have my phone in front of me so I can actually see what the viewer is seeing while I'm streaming this. So I'm able to find out if you guys can still see. Also, if there's a problem with the stream, I can fix it. I'm not doing this blind. Alright. What you're hearing is somebody trying to very quietly grab a chair.
Trying, at least.
Hey, yeah, trying. And my dad's just having his lunch right here, and he just got done. Just watch out for the cord. That's the only cord powering the PS5.
Yep.
Okay. Just right now, just trying to get as much work done as possible. We're going to be here for about 5 days, then we drive all the way home. Depending on the weather, that is. Yep. What I'm doing here is very time consuming, and since I'm the only worker on staff, it's very satisfying to push yourself and see how far you can build before you go crazy. And usually when I'm working on this, I usually have some music videos or maybe some history documentaries playing while I'm doing this. It's lots of hours of work just doing there. I need something external in the background in order for me to work for hours. But since I'm streaming, I can't do that, because of copyright. In a perfect world, I'd have a history documentary going while I was doing this, and then we'd be able to talk about the history of the thing while we're working on the build. That'd be a perfect world right there. Or just listening to a music video of any choice I want. But it's nothing to complain about. Hmm. Feel free to chat in the chat below. I want to hear your opinion or ask a question. I'm always open to answer any questions you ask, as long as it's not troll comments. What I'm doing here is actually building the building section by section, getting it ready for putting in the frames. Because this building is so tall, I am building the floors. Because due to this being pure survival, one wrong move and I fall, and I need some place to land. And it's safer to just build the floors and then move on to the next section. First, I gotta find a good place to store all the spruce. The spruce isn't needed right now. I gotta trade it in for stone brick. First, I gotta find the stone brick. Okay. Eventually, I'm gonna run out of stone brick, and I'm gonna have to go get more. It's basically I'm testing myself by building this big in the first place. I really don't like taking the easy way. I like just taking my time with it and just figuring it out. Building it is the journey. What do you guys think of the top portion? Of course, I gotta go get a pickaxe for where the logs come out. This is going to be a 60-minute clip. I am recording at the same time as working on this. So, I have plenty of footage. And when I put it at 8 times the speed, sometimes I forget to turn off the I.O., so the voice goes all squeaky. You can't understand what he's saying because, like, Alvin and the Chickmunks, they actually had to speak real slowly before they sped it up. But I'm speaking fast, so that means it's not going to be understandable. That's why I always get rid of all the audio before I turn it into an 8 times the speed video, and then I start editing it. I get rid of all the torches, that it's daylight and I can just move freely. Also, I gotta warn you, when it rains, somehow, fog comes in. Basically, it has to render the rain and the project at the same time, which means fog shows up. Just, it becomes a pain to actually make sure people can actually see what's going on in the video. I had to make sure there's actually a pickaxe here. To those who are watching this stream, thank you so much for staying so far. I work very hard on my builds. I just don't. I mean, there are some people out there that have already asked me, why do I build this big? It's a challenge. I used to build small builds. They weren't that fun to me. Because once you get to a point where you can master the small buildings, you feel like you've done it all. So you're like, okay, I'm going to challenge myself by building huge builds that take months to build. And I like the slow process, the journey of building it. Just making sure that once I have all this stone brick in, I can go get the birch planks. The birch planks become the floor, which means I can actually go up one more tier. Okay. Right now, the internet here is very unstable, or at least, does it look stable on you guys' ends? Or maybe did the resolution go down for my phone? Maybe that's it. Hopefully it's that. Alright, that was just my dad leaving the room. Alright, now I have the stone brick in. Let me just find a good place to empty all the stone brick. Then I'm just going to rinse and repeat until I get each tier finished. I decided to speed things up. You do it one tier at a time. Basically, putting in the floor is just a safety measure, just in case I accidentally fall. If I get to 11 floors with the entire thing made and there's no floors, I could fall 100 blocks to my death. Here we go, it's raining. Okay, it looks like it's still visible on the screen. Basically, it really depends on how far away the character is. I realized the limitations of the PS4 version of Minecraft, which is why I'm hoping that eventually we'll have a PS5 version. If there's a PS5 version, I'm buying it day one, no hesitation, if it means more render distance. I mean, better render distance is what I mean. And more server stability is more important to me than frame rates. Keep the frame rate the same, just increase the render distance. That's all I want. Also, server stability, because I've noticed the pitfalls of building huge is that the bigger you build, the less stable the server becomes. And so far, to make sure there's no point where the game actually corrupts my save file, I always upload this save file to the cloud. Alright, I gotta light this up so people can actually see what I'm doing, because it's getting dark and raining, which is not a good thing. It's a double whammy. Here's the two things I could do to make things easier for myself. I could stop filming right now and wait till the in-game rain goes away. Or I can make both my characters go to sleep, but that will mean the angle will be different. So I'm just gonna stick with just working on it. What's good about Birch is that I don't need to work too hard on it. I just need enough of it so I can put in the floor, safety reasons, making sure there's plenty of space for me to fall. Even though it's tiny in the upper left corner of the screen, when in post I'll just zoom up the image. I have plenty of birch planks to get the job done. And sometimes this happens where I'm just... Isn't that cool? That might show up in the final time-lapse video. Or not. Just a bug was on my shoulder. Now I have to go get some logs. Now the spruce logs are needed again. The spruce is being used as struts for the building. Actually, no, I don't need a... I gotta take these out. I just ignore the thunder. Let me just check my phone. Okay. It should still look good to those who are watching at a higher resolution. Now I just have to trade in the spruce for logs again. It's called rinse and repeat until it's finished. The difference is I'm choosing to do this. The game isn't telling me to do this. I really do need to put some signs or something over these because this is getting annoying where I spend like 2 minutes trying to find the logs. Alright, back to work. Oops, forgot I need stone brick for this part. Basically, the spruce logs are the struts of the building. I need the rain to stop. see all this, just making sure a lot of it gets finished. Just need to go get that stone brick. I forgot that I need stone brick to finish that part of that floor before I begin the next tier. Oh, great! In-game rain has stopped. Good news. When this time lapse goes on, that rain's going to be like it's going to feel like it was only there for like a brief moment. Thank goodness I have the pickaxe. That would have been bad. Hmm. What's fun? I'm looking forward to how the time lapse is going to come out. Hmm. Man, they just after after 4 months of working on these buildings, I've gotten the construction down to a science. Basically, as soon as the buildings are done, then it's the detailing process that should be finished by April of next year. Because it's going to take months to get the clay bricks and the materials I might need to make the lanterns that I'll be lighting the interiors. I don't know how to make an iron farm, so I have to actually find the materials. Find it. Just the fact that building is going to need 2,116 iron lanterns to light the interior, plus the hallways. It's going to take a lot of work to get that much iron. Unlike other YouTubers that are proud of a dirt railway that's with no detail, I will detail that railway. I have a canal that's very detailed for transporting all my materials to where they are needed. I need to be able to put a lot of time into that, make sure it looks really, really nice. Maybe I should start over here. I'm making sure that each floor is 10 blocks. The building starts at 69, so that means every 10 blocks is the next floor. So I'm able to get exactly the number of floors required. 10 blocks tall for each room means I'll be able to detail each room very well. The last stream I did, I actually spent a lot of it just collecting materials. Before I started this stream, I went and cut down an entire spruce forest just to get an additional 35 stacks of spruce logs to make sure I actually have enough for today's stream. It's not easy, but it's hours of work, and I want to make sure I do a good job during the 2 hours I will be streaming. I'm going to check if the chat works and see if there's problems with chat.
Welcome to Red Sea Gaming.
Alright, it works. It's Red Sea Craft, that's the Minecraft series I work on, but Red Sea Gaming is the main channel. Of course, I share everything I do on. I share everything I do on Twitter and Facebook, or at least I try. Okay, my dad's back. You're gonna hear that a lot when I do my streams while we're here. Alright, good luck. Man, they really do need to oil those hinges. I'm happy with the progress I'm making. I can build very quickly. It's just I just need all the resources I can get. If I did have help on the server, that player I would entrust help to. His job would be only to collect resources for me. Unless he wanted to help with the build, but of course I'd have to teach him, and that would be time consuming. All those bad habits I would have to undo. You guys start seeing these buildings as mathematical equations as you build it. I don't see it as blocks. I see a ton of blocks all over the place. I mean, no. I see numbers. Like, if there was no standardized number applied to stacks, and I could just have unlimited amounts of materials in my inventory at any one time, there would be no way I could fathom how many stacks it will take to finish this building. 64 is a good standardized number, but I really wish they would increase the stack limit to 99. Imagine, imagine how revolutionary that would be. Able to have 99 materials in the slots at one time. But that would mean stacks would become less because, it could actually carry up to 99, which is why the stack is known as 64. I consider this apartment complex and that apartment complex and that apartment complex as one project. This is the largest survival project I've ever attempted. So I'm actually pretty happy to try. It's better than try than don't. I told myself, I know it's going to take months. And if it's the 21st of August, that means it has been 4 months and 1 day since I started this apartment complex. That's a lot of time. It took 30 days to build the first building over there, and it took 40 buildings to build this one. I'm hoping this one can be completed in about 20-25 days. Really depends on where I'm building, to be precise. What matters to me is when it's done, I'll be able to look at it with a sense of pride. Pride and accomplishment. building the largest survival builds I've ever constructed. And this is actually to teach me external and internal decoration, which is why I want the largest set pieces possible so I can practice set decoration. Also, good news. I actually found a good spot where I could build a castle on this server, and I'm going to attempt to build a castle after I'm done with the cathedral I'm planning to build, or church I'm planning to build after the apartment complex. There are 4 buildings in total I have to complete for the apartment complex. And what's good, I found a good supply of clay on the other side of the ocean. So I'll have all the clay I need. That was great. I'm just hoping to get at least 3 hours of footage today so I can actually play with it in the editing bay. Also, I figured out a 60-minute clip, after I get it down to 8 times the speed, a 60-minute clip becomes a 7-minute long clip. That's pretty good. Almost done recording the first 60-minute clip. I need to record 3 clips before I can actually end the stream for the day. I divide the building into sections. That way I can get a lot done. It's amazing what I've gotten done in less than 59 minutes. Alright, first clip is complete. Now to start clip number 2. What's cool about it, I'm involving you guys in the time-lapse creating process. Just gotta keep working at it. I built the largest stuff. The fact, what you're seeing is a lot of materials gathered in one location. Like this building over here. Like, good idea. Maybe I should do that. Saves me some time. The idea is, if I complete all this first, I won't have to make 2 trips to get materials I forgot to get earlier. Alright, I'm going to have to get some more bamboo scaffolding for this part, because very soon it's going to outstrip my ability to get to the top. Just trading in most of the spruce for mostly stone brick, and then after this, it's time to trade in for birch and get the floors built. A slow process is this construction project. That means if I said April 20th and be done by November 30th, that means I have approximately like 7 months to get all of this done. But now that 4 months have passed, just getting parts of it done is progress is made. Just gotta keep working on this and get one section done at a time. This is my attempt is to build 3 floors at once, which is what I'm doing. What I'm doing is keep working on it until it's finished. Of course, occasionally run out of materials and go get more. All right. The idea is I'm filming this for time lapse and at the same time showing you guys how I build it. It's a slow process, but at least I'm able to get a lot done. We are working away. After I'm done with this, it's time to go get the birch planks and start putting in the floor, and then it's off to the next tier. Just getting some stone brick is needed. what's good about this stream, even if nobody watches it when it's brand new, it'll make a good historical piece. That way, people will actually see how I built this. Alright. I need temporary scaffolding to get to the top, and I don't know where the rest of my birch is, bamboo is, so I have to use something else. Welcome to the stream. Just right now, what you're seeing at the top is what I'm working on, and at the bottom is me working on it. Basically, the top player is recording what's going on. That way I can actually make a time lapse out of it when the building is finished. And the bottom is me working on it. I might actually upload a video of the bottom portion of the screen time lapse so it goes really fast. Just trying to build the floor different. That way I can actually keep as much of the stone brick as possible. Alright, at least you have an idea what the floor is going to be like when it's finished. Of course, this is the stairwell. Goes all the way down to the ground. We're now high enough that a single fall can kill me. This thing has to be 100 blocks tall, like this building. I finished 2 buildings. Now I got a 3rd building to work on. What better way of showcasing my prowess as a seasoned survival builder than building the largest buildings that I can possibly build? And also, these are in frame, they're not finished yet. I have to actually eventually find all the clay in the area to make the clay bricks for the external portion of the building. There's always going to be that one guy that likes to judge something before it's finished. I would assume that Leonardo da Vinci was criticized before the Mona Lisa was finished. Actually, he couldn't work on it anymore. So basically, we're still seeing an incomplete version of the Mona Lisa to this day, because he lost the. He couldn't move his right hand anymore. So he couldn't complete it. So when you see the Mona Lisa today, it's an incomplete painting. Basically, to those who are new and don't understand why I'm building the floors instead of building the walls of each floor, it's basically this is a safety net just in case I fall from a higher floor. I have a higher chance of survival if the floors are already in place by the time I get to the 10th floor. You're building 100% survival, so this is not create mode. So, yeah, think about it that way. This gravity exists. Falling doesn't kill you. Becoming such a suddenly stationary does. Also a sudden stop. Isn't that cool? At the top you are actually seeing my progress. I have player 2 just doing the recording while I have player 1 doing all the building while player 1 is recording. Isn't that impressive? Basically, in post, I'm actually going to zoom up, so all you'll see is the construction, but not the building. But I might actually release that as a separate video if there's enough people. If there's enough people in the comments telling me I should do that. Just worried that it's not watchable. I tried to do everything as quality as possible. Which is why sometimes I wouldn't stream at all because I was not satisfied with the quality. I'm going to have to grab some extra bamboo. I don't know how many birch planks I've already placed into this build, but I think it's a lot. What's good? 2 days ago, I went to the trouble of collecting as much birch and spruce as possible to make up for what I used in the past few streams. what do you think? It's all coming together section by section. Alright, now I can go get more spruce logs and repeat the process. But before I do that, I need to actually take the bamboo from the other side of the build and actually put it over here. First, empty the inventory of everything that's not useful right now. I do not have a shulker box, so I actually have to keep emptying my inventory. Alright, I need an axe to take down this bamboo. To those who are wondering where player 1 is, player 1 is at that bamboo line right there. Right now, I'm trying to get to the top. The reason why I'm taking it out from the top rather than the bottom is because when you take out the bamboo at the bottom, they'll just fly all over the place and it becomes a hassle to go get them all. Of course, I am increasing the height of this bamboo line and just going to place the rest of the bamboo in this chest right here. I gotta make sure I have plenty of reserves. Alright, back to work. See, because eventually it'll get the building will get so tall that I'll need a lot of bamboo just to get to the top. Get to 108 mainly because I want some birch, some spruce logs actually holding the next floor above. That way it looks like the building's weight is being supported by the spruce logs. Working away. Basically, this is the 5th floor I'm working on. But when I get, once I'm done with the 5th floor across the entire building, it's time to go another four. It's time to go another 3 floors. So it'll be 8 floors. Um, I'm trying to reach 11. I gotta get 11 floors. That way, there's a foundation for the roof, and making sure that it's tall enough that it actually can complement the other building right next to it. I'm just very proud that I can work on this and stream at the same time. I had 2 choices if I couldn't record stuff and stream at the same time. Either don't stream at all and just work on the apartment complex, or stream and record and actually get the time lapse done while people are actually watching the behind the scenes process. Welcome to the stream. Just working away on my survival project. The spruce logs are perfect for this project. They are the struts, and they represent the strength of the building. This building right here took 40 days to build. Trying to get a lot of it done before the 3 hours are up. I'm already thinking of what the fourth building is going to look like. I haven't even started work on the layout yet, but I still have to wipe out an entire mountain in order to do that. So that's going to be a week or two of work right there just to remove a mountain. What's good, I actually have the iron, so if I wanted to, I can actually have hoppers underneath the iron, underneath the mountain, and just take it out. And just have all the materials piled up in a storage room underneath the mountain. But that would take time to build. Time that is rapidly running out. lots of hours of materials gathering, making sure I actually had enough to get this done. They'll understand when it's finished. Then they're going to be like, why didn't you stream this while I was building it? And that's when I said, I did. You guys didn't watch it. Just getting some work done. It's time consuming, but it's worth it. Be right back. All right. Back to work. I'm just being quiet. If you guys have any questions, please leave a comment in the chat. Uh-huh. Working away, trying to get as much done as possible before the 3-hour stream is up. Just working away, trying to get as much done as possible. Just a lot of work has gone by in the past 2 hours. Alright. Just needed this. Then I have to finish all this, get it to 5th floor, and then it's time to go for 6th, 7, and 8th floor. I'm just very excited to see this finished. Like I'm excited to see this finished. This third clip has been started. Lots of progress done in less than 3 hours. It's only a matter of time before I run out of stone brick. Now I gotta go get the birch planks. just trying to get some work done on this server, and it's going to take a while. It's a slow process. And the fun part is it's on the same angle, which means it's going to look like it was filmed in one sitting, which it was, as you guys are my witness. All right. It's not that I'm not speaking. It's just sometimes I've been talking too much, and I just need to keep my mouth shut just to rest up until somebody finally does enter the chat and actually say something. I have a feeling some people are just shy. And they think they're gonna be yelled at if I talk to them. If they talk to me, I'm like, I'm a nice guy. I'm the nicest guy you ever want to meet online. Getting as much done as possible, and it feels great to just show off my building expertise. And my dad back. Now I'm gonna go down and go get the spruce logs again. Mm-hmm. What you're seeing here is just the slow process of building my masterpiece. What you're seeing here is just me extending. Like I got the outer wall finished. Now I got this part under construction. So just making sure that this gets done. And it's a-okay if you guys don't understand what I'm doing. I'll be streaming more and more just to get some stuff done. Just getting as much done as possible in the time frame. The time. Now what's good? I'm just one builder, so everything's being built at the pace of one builder. I'm just being quiet till somebody puts something in chat. I just don't want to lose my voice in the middle of a stream. Alright, guys, I think I have run out of time. I got to end the stream for now. You guys all have a great day, and see you guys later.